Good morning and welcome to Member Focus Monday. I'm Christina Schaefer, Director of Social Media for HAR, and I am joined this morning by the HAR Engage co-chairs, Larry Brooks and Shelly Scanlin. Welcome to the program.
Hey, hey, hey.
Thank
Thank you
you
for having
both. Absolutely. Thank you both for taking time to join us today. We've been seeing promos for Engage. You guys have been the stars of some of those promos that we've seen for Engage lately. We've heard a lot about it, but some of us may still not know what all to expect this year, what kind of topics, what kind of speakers. So we're so glad that you two could join us today to really break it down so we're all ready and registered for this year's Engage conference. Well, before we
me.
get into everything about the conference, let's hear a little bit about you two. Just a little bit of who you are and what you do. We can start with you on this one, Shelly.
Wonderful. So my name is Shelly Scanlin, and I reside in the North Houston area. I was recently elected to the HAR Board of Directors for 2025, so I'm so excited to serve our members in a higher capacity. I'm the co-chair of Engage this year with Mr. Larry Brooks. It's been a lot of fun shooting these promotional videos, so if you guys haven't had a chance to tune in and you want a good laugh, I'm not much of a TikToker, but the reels have been a lot of fun, and so they're teaching me some new skills that I might not have known. And then I also sit on the Texas Realtors Board of Directors this year, appointed by our chair, Thomas Newton.
Very good. Thank you so much. And thank you for all that you do for our association. Larry?
Yes, I am Larry W. Brooks, and I've been a member of the real estate professional career for over 20 plus years. And this year, I do have the honor of also serving on the board of directors. And what can I say? I just love being able to participate with my peers and just give back and have acts of service. So, just to be here today is an honor. And in any way that we can continue to be of service, I'm happy to be.
And you're both graduates of the Texas Realtors Leadership Program as well.
Yes.
That's right. 20
Yes.
best class ever, 2015.
You can take that trophy. That's okay. We were the last class before COVID in 2019, so.
Very good. Well, thank you both for all that you do. But again, today we're here to talk about Engage. There's a lot of excitement being built up around it. One thing I'd like to hear too, especially from our volunteer leadership, is just kind of what made you get involved. We're kind of getting into the season where we're going to start asking members to get involved. It's right around the corner, and joining different advisory groups. I'm just curious, both, with everything that you have going on and all of your commitments, what made you want to get involved as a volunteer with HAR? Larry?
Yeah. I think for me, many, many years ago, because I think I first joined my first advisory group maybe over 15 years ago. And once you identify that real estate is your career, this is what you're going to be doing for, majority of your life. There's no reason for you not to get into it, volunteer and get involved in it to the highest level. And so for me, seeking more leadership, because what happens is you join the advisory groups, you get around some of your peers, you're able to exchange ideals and really rub elbows with the people that are looking to make real estate a better business, a better journey for most people. So having an opportunity to get involved with the advisory groups, and then that also helps make decisions for what's going on in your industry, because it's your career. You're thinking about your license and stuff like that. So I got involved for those reasons, and haven't looked back. 15 plus years later, haven't looked back, and every year continue to try to find a way to be involved and be on an advisory group to share the value that I think I could bring.
Excellent. Shelly?
So very similar to Larry, if you're in real estate, being involved is should be the core of your business. With everything that's going on in the industry, all the changes that we face on a daily basis, it's great to be able to network with your peers inside your brokerage, but having those relationships with other industry members happen through your involvement within HAR. So attend the networking events, get involved and be on the advisory groups, invest in TreePack. If you don't know what that is, I'd be happy to chat with you more about that as well. But, you should not turn around and kind of be slapped by what's going on in the industry without knowing. There are so many resources and departments and committees within HAR, and it's just a wealth of knowledge. So for me, when I got involved early on in my career, starting with TRLP, it was amazing to see how much of a well-oiled machine not only HAR is, but also Texas Realtors. And there's so much that goes on behind the scenes to protect you as an agent or a broker in our industry. And you should have a seat at the table to make sure that your future stays intact.
Excellent. Thank you both. So, Larry, what is HR Engage? For somebody who's maybe never attended before, they just kind of seen the promos, don't really know what to expect. What is HR Engage?
I'd like to simplify it for them, right? So the HAR Engage Conference is designed for realtors, real estate professionals, those that are looking to continue to take their business to the next level, but also that are trying to anticipate what may be taking place in the future. So when you come out to when you come out to the Engage Conference, those are some of the things that you're going to learn along with the skill sets of our speakers. So if you've never been before, you don't know what you've been missing out on. So we're here to give you the details.
Thank you. Shelly, you mentioned the pandemic earlier. There was a couple years at HAR when HR Engage was virtual and then some hybrid, but it's fully in person this year. What are some things that we can expect to learn at this year's Engage conference?
Well, first of all, the networking is top notch. So that's one of my favorite things about attending HAR Engage because it's one of the most attended events that HAR does throughout the year. Not only are you going to get CE for attending the conference, but there's some really amazing speakers this year. So one of my favorites in the industry, Courtney Johnson Rose, will be speaking and leading a panel on diversity. And I think that that's huge for us in our industry. I'm also doing a panel on Airbnbs, about managing them, about owning them, about, presenting that for yourself as an investor, but also for your clients. And so those two panels I'm extremely excited about. And then the Texas Realtors 360 is huge. You're going to get a legal update. You're going to get an update on what's happening on a state level. And to be able to have that exposure and sit in the same room with those that serve at the state level is a great experience for our members.
Very good. Now, I know you mentioned Courtney Johnson Rose is one of your favorites. Are there any other particular speakers or even maybe topics that you're really excited to hear about this year, Shelly?
Yeah, so I mean, like I said, the Airbnb panel I think is something that we haven't hit on in a very long time, and so there's some other topics like the lawsuit and legal update, investment opportunities, compensation changes, AI and how to boost productivity, videos. Lots of hot topics for sure, but for sure, I think coming and seeing the Texas Realtors executive panel will be a hot point for all of our members.
What about you, Larry? Are there any sessions or speakers that you're really excited about this year?
I am. I'm so happy. A lot of the people that Shelly spoke of, I'm super excited to see them as well. People that always stand out to me is always going in and listening to Bob Hill when he has his, because it's always you feel like you're an industry insider with some of the information that he brings. And then, of course, Christina, one of the things I love is your AI class that we're going to be having this year again. And it's always keeps us tech friendly and understanding what's coming up in our social media market, which in our industry now, social media is everything. So, your class is always one that stands out, one that actually, once you take it, you can come and start implementing those things that very same day. So I'm excited about that and those other classes that will be taking place. Yes.
Thank you so much, Larry. And I promise everybody, I didn't pay him to say that. He said that all on his own. Very good. So what about sponsorship opportunities? Because obviously conferences like this, there's sponsors. We have a lot of industry peers in the Houston area. So are there any sponsorship opportunities that maybe our industry peers could be taking advantage of, Larry?
Definitely. And the thing is that this is one of the most amazing times to come and get your business in front of over 500 professionals in this real estate industry. And we're going to be focused directly on you and your business being able. So this is definitely an opportunity to come out, build out your brand. And one of the most amazing things that I love about our team is that we have certain program special packages. But if some of those packages don't meet your financial need, then we can actually customize one for you. So I encourage you, if you are a sponsor, you're looking to get in front of real estate professionals, then it's ideal that you reach out to us. Again, just go to HAR Engage, HAR.com/engage, click that sponsorship link, scroll down to the bottom, and you'll see an opportunity for us to really give you more details on what it is that you can do to get in front of so many professionals.
Very good. And I see we have one of the ladies in charge of sponsorship, Mary Angie, in the chat. She said if you're interested, you can email her, maryangie@har.com, and she can't wait to work with you. So thank you, Larry, for mentioning that. For anyone tuned in live, if you have questions or comments or anything that you'd like to share with us, please please type those in and we'll get to as many of those as possible. I did see a couple questions coming in that we might be answering in here in just a second. But let's get into another question for you, Shelly, actually. So who all can attend this conference? Is it open to just anybody and everybody? And how do people go about registering?
Yeah, so great question. Like Larry said, go to har.com/engage, and you're going to have the registration link there. So the event does sell out every year. So HAR members certainly don't wait and don't sleep on that, because the last thing you want is the night before to think you're going to the conference and not have a seat at the table, because we do sell out every year.
Okay. And so I was going to ask next, what's the benefit of registering right now? I'm guessing that it could sell out is one of the big benefits.
But yeah, that's definitely one of the benefits for sure. Yeah, it absolutely can sell out. But what I love about Engage every year is, as a group at our brokerage, we go together. So it's a great team building event for you and your friends in the industry. You don't have to be broker affiliated. Register with your friends, get a table together, get there early, meet new people. So registering now gives you the benefit of being able to pre-plan that with your group of friends, and making sure that, you've got your colleagues together at the table.
Anything that you want to add there, Larry?
No, I totally agree. And the thing that comes along with that, when we get to registering early, we want to take care of those people that are looking to get active, get involved. So of course, pricing takes a place in that too. So one of the things about getting registered early is we have different things that you'll be able to take advantage of. Like right now, membership, active to get active is only $150, and that goes into September 30th. And one of the things that you want to know about that registration is we have two amazing rates that we're going to be running too. One is going to be our rookie rate. Right. So if you've been in the industry less than 2 years or just about 2 years, you can do our rookie rate. It's going to be all caps, and it's going to be rookie, spelled out all caps, rookie rate. And then in addition to that, we're going to have what we call our plus. So those seasoned veterans like myself, someone that's been in the industry over 20 plus years, we're going to have a special for you. And that's going to be, if you've been in over 20 years, it's going to be 20 plus rate. So bold is going to be make sure that you capitalize all of those, but definitely 20 plus rate, rookie rate are some great things, and you can take advantage of those right now. So you want to log in and get your registration going right now. And another thing I like to add to it is, when you register, you're able to go ahead and look at your classes and kind of select some of the rooms that you want to be in, so you can see what that looks like in advance. And I really think that that's the amazing key to it. So you really taking advantage of your score, your time, as well as the networking and knowing things like that. So I agree with Shelly when it comes to making it a gathering for not only you and your team, but other people as well.
Is that something that you, as Engage veterans, let's call you, is that something that you'd recommend, kind of mapping out your day?
I do. I definitely like making. Yeah, I definitely do believe in mapping out your day. I think it's fun.
Shelly, do you usually do that as well?
I do. And from a behind the scenes standpoint, when you go and you select the sessions that you want to attend, it really helps us as chairs and the staff to decide what sessions go in which rooms, how many chairs do we need in each rooms. So if there's a hot topic and it's something that you think you want to attend, or you think everyone else is going to want to attend, please go on that agenda and select it, because that will help us make decisions about, what topics need to be in the bigger rooms, and make sure you have a pleasant experience.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, and I would think it definitely helps. A speaker loves to see standing room only, but it's not so much fun on the attendee end to have to stand because there's not enough room.
Right.
So yeah, that's a great point. It lets everybody know so they can make plans for that. I wanted to address a couple comments and questions that came in. So we haven't mentioned where it is and when it is. So Shelly, when is the conference this year?
So it's on October 17th. And do you want me to take the where as
Sure,
well,
go for it.
Okay, so it's at the same location at the Norris Conference Center. So if you're not familiar with that, it's on the west side of town.
Very good. Excellent. And just a comment I wanted to share, Allison is already registered, so she's good. Hopefully she got to take advantage of maybe a rate or something too. But if definitely the early bird, there is a comment I wanted to share from one of the event organizers, Teresa Murphy. She said, get your ticket today. The ticket price increases on October 1st. So the rate that Larry just mentioned, that actually will go up on October 1st. So Yeah, definitely take advantage of that. So Shelly, what we've been attending HR. I said you guys are HR Engage veterans, right? We've had HR Engage for a little over a decade now. What makes this year different from past years?
I think that's a great question. Well, the speakers are different every year. And so you have new topics, new fresh topics that are going to apply to your business today and this year. So each year, those topics are going to evolve. But let's be honest, our industry has drastically changed from last year. And so if you want to be at the source of, the people making the decisions and hearing it basically from the horse's mouth, letting you know what's going on in our industry daily, how these changes are impacting you, and what's coming in the future, then HAR Engage is where you need to be in that room and hear those updates.
Excellent. Excellent. And I'd love to hear from both of you on this one. We could start with you, Larry. Just what would you say to someone who's never attended an HR Engage conference before?
You have, I'm a person that attends a lot of conferences. Those that follow me or that have kept in contact with me for many years know that I attend a lot of conferences, and HAR Engage Conference is one of the best for a one-day opportunity to not only network and take advantage of great timing, as great classes, great instructors. You really don't want to miss this. And the thing is consistently that we attend the HAR Engage Conference. And the reason why is because we do see success in it. We do see opportunities in it when it comes to just learning more. But one of the things that me and my TRLP class, we really love kind of doing our reunion at this thing too, right? Mm-hmm. We get a chance to laugh. When we have our lunch, we sit down together and have conversations. So definitely one of those events that you don't want to miss. And this is coming from I like to consider myself a conference expert. So I attend quite a few of them, and you definitely will get as much out of this as you can. And we have it under budgeted for your opportunity. So you definitely want to get involved in it.
Very good. Shelly?
So come prepared to network, right? Don't keep to yourself. So maybe you come with friends or people from your brokerage, but don't be afraid to go introduce yourself to maybe somebody that you were on the other side of an email from. Mm-hmm. It's a really great opportunity. The people who are doing the business and moving and shaking in this industry will be in this room. And so come prepared to network and learn.
Very good. Excellent advice. So I'm not seeing any other questions. If you have questions, now's the time. Please type them in. I think we've answered everything. There were some questions about ticket price that we already answered, so we're good there. Shelly and Larry, you guys have shared a lot, especially from your expertise as conference goers. As you said, Larry, is there anything else that you want to share with our audience today? We can start with you on this one, Shelly.
I don't think so. We didn't touch that much on the date. So if you're just tuning in, don't forget it's October 17th. I think it's crazy. We're already talking about October. It's still 100 degrees out. And then, here we are talking about October, and it's going to be the end of the year before we know it. But, the conference has crept up on us. So don't wait to register. Again, it's probably going to sell out. So it's October 17th. It's a full day, 6 hours of CE credits. Don't miss your opportunity.
Very good. Larry?
Definitely, I agree with that. The conference sells out every year. Again, this is going to be a different type of year because of so many changes that we've seen in the real estate industry. So you definitely want to get here, get your ticket immediately. But not only that, October, for any people that is in the entrepreneur space, the business space, the real estate space, you realize that October is the month that we plan out our 2025. So come here, get the resources, the information that you need so that you're able to execute an amazing plan for your 2025 year, because October is the month that we do all of our planning. So definitely want to get your ticket, and we look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you so much. A question came in from Monique, and it looks like we've got some bad news from Monique. It said, what can I do to be engaged? I think she means I will be out of town. So for anyone that can't maybe attend in person at this year's Engage Conference, what advice do you have for them?
I'll take that one if you don't mind, Larry. So Monique, I'd love to connect with you personally. We can make sure that you get links to any of the speakers' notes from the conference. And then also, don't forget opportunities to serve your association are going to be coming up. So if you would like to get involved and learn more about Engage on the back end, you might have an opportunity to serve next year and become a committee member. But if the notes from the conference are something that you want, please reach out to me personally. We'd be happy to make sure you're pointed in the right direction.
Very good. Thank you for that. All right, just seeing a couple comments. Terry Munn said, excellent info. Thank you all. I certainly agree. So we've heard it here, everything that we need to know about the conference. Of course, there's more speakers and sessions that you can go look up on har.com/engage. As Shelly and Larry said, don't wait. Register now while you can take advantage of some of the early bird pricing. Ticket sales do increase on ticket prices, do increase on October 1st. So take advantage. And of course, if you are a rookie, as you said, 2 years or less, you can utilize rookie rate. And then we also have for our 20 plus year members, the 20 plus rate. And we put them in the comments earlier. We can put them in again so that everybody can take advantage of those rates and save an additional 10% off. Can't beat that, right? All right. Well, thank you both to Larry and Shelly. You guys have really helped us out this morning so that we know everything we need to know and can get registered for the conference. I do want to mention, though, before we go, that next week we will be joined by one of our keynote speakers for HAR Engage. We're going to be joined by Meredith Powell, and we're really looking forward to that one. So be sure to tune in next Monday at 9 a.m. to hear from Meredith, who will be one of our keynote speakers at this year's conference. Shelly and Larry, thank you both again for your time this morning. We really appreciate it. All right. Have a great week, everyone. Bye-bye.
All right.